Hello, my friends. John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing. And in this episode, we're going to take a look at Viscounts of the West Kingdom. This has been out for a little while, but I just recently purchased it, so figured I'd do an unboxing video. Let's go check it out. And as always, folks, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can get it off the ground. I've been trying to for quite some time, and the subscribers are growing, but hopefully we'll get a few more here. Okay, so as I usually say, I do like to see the game in play, which is nice. You get a little snippet of there. But I'd rather see more of the game rather than this person looking over her shoulder. That's my own opinion. I like that there's components listed on the back, but I want to see more gameplay and kind of less of that, stylized artwork, which I think that, that's what you really should see on the back. That's my impression. That's what I always say. Take it or leave it. Your mileage may vary. All right. Now, again, this game's been out for a little while, but haven't picked it up until today. I decided to give it a whirl. Okay. Inside the box, nothing special. White on the sides. You've got a little thing talking about strategy games for their other releases here. So you got those for Renegade. Then we got this rule book. So for you who've played other games like Paladins of the West Kingdom, very similar in size and probably in style here. Lots of rules. It's not, they're never easy to get through. They take a few reads, and I don't know what it is about it, to be honest. They shouldn't be this tough, and it's not like it's impossible. This isn't a really heavy Philip Elkland or anything like that, but I've always just had a hard time remembering how to play these games. I always have to come back and relearn them whenever I do play them again. So anyway, that's what you see here. Very similar to the other games in this genre of West Kingdom. We have this plastic centerpiece, so to speak, for the board game itself. So this is going to fit in the middle, and you're going to ostensibly put tiles on there. Good solid plastic. All right, then we have a huge wad of wooden components. So let's see what we get here. Most likely in the different player colors, as I would expect. So you've got the green, the red, the blue, and the yellow. And then you have some resources here, which are the stone, looks like, and then some ink pots and some other little wooden markers. I thought there was gold in this game too. I don't know where those are. Maybe they swapped it out with the stone. Don't know. I thought I was watching a review show. Oh, there it is. There's the, well, these look like bronze, but I think they're gold to keep it from looking like the yellow there. So you get orange, but I think that's what that is gold. Got a couple of bags there for your components, which is good. And then here's our punch boards. So we have the player boards here, which are thin. Unfortunately, I guess not the end of the world. At least they won't warp. So that's a good thing. That's one thing I do like about these kind of thin boards for player boards. They don't warp, so they sit on the table, they don't move around, and that's not a bad thing. So looks like 4 identical ones here. The cardboard itself is kind of medium thickness, medium thin, I'd say, on that. And it's that similar artwork we've come to expect from the West Kingdom games. These look like books there, or tomes. And then you've got the different board pieces here. So I don't know if the sides are different. Let's just see. That looks identical. Oh, I see. 1 to 3 players right there, as you can tell, and the 4-player side. Okay, got it. So the artwork looks pretty cheerful, nice and bright. Easy to kind of see where the paths are, the different spaces, those sorts of things. So I don't think that's going to be really an issue of, knowing what is what, so to speak. All right. And then let us take a quick look at the cards. Again, this artwork is very reminiscent of all the other games in this style by this designer, so you know what you're going to get. I think at this point, this is like the 5th or 6th game in that situation. So these cards are a little on the thin side. They do have a texture, okay, but they are kind of thin. I'm going to sleeve mine for sure. All right, so there's, looks like that says deeds here, and this maybe is like a loan, something like that. And then times 10 for different things, times 5 on the other end, and then these cathedral-looking cards here on the back. And so that's the small deck. Now the big deck is going to have all the character art. I'm not a huge fan when they shrink wrap this stuff because it usually ends up warping it. Let's hope that's not the case here, because warped cards have a tendency to spin around when you're trying to stack them, and I know that this game has some stacks. Let's see. That is hopefully not the case. All right, do we have any warping? Obviously, you got a little bit of that, a little bit, but it's not too bad at this point. So we see the kind of artwork that we've come to know and expect here, the symbols, the iconography, that sort of thing. Let me put this down so I can actually get through these here. So it's pretty good. Again, the card quality is thin. I don't love that. Could have thickened them up a little bit, and it wouldn't have been the end of the world. And hopefully, unlike Paladins of the West Kingdom, it all fits in the box when you've popped it out and put it back, because that's a puzzle just trying to get it back in the box. But anyway, I digress. So you have some of these other cards here, which are giving maybe kinds of different production things. I'm really not sure. Maybe that's the solo deck. Really can't tell 100% what you get there. But this is going to be the meat and potatoes. Here's all of our people, right? So you've got the abbot and the financer and the journeyman and the laborer and all these guys that you've seen before. The lender, the squire, the thief. I say see before because they just have that similar artwork. But it all looks okay. The icons are very similar. You kind of get an idea what you're going to be doing here. Plus this kind of card, a coin, trading some goods for coins, that sort of thing. So it should be relatively easy, I think, to understand what the cards are telling you to do once you know all the icons. But yeah, that's what you're getting here. So Bertha, okay. Clovis, Emma, that's kind of weird. Let's leave it at that. All right, so antagonist. Wonder if they antagonize. Okay, so then you got the artisans, and these are the other guys. So these are the types, I guess. So we had some specific cards, specific people, and now we've got more of the types, like the debt collector here, the defender, and the disciple, and the foreman. Okay, the gatekeeper, lookout, etc. All right, so you got to get an idea of what you're getting. Colorful cards, they did a good job, I think, filling it up, making them look better than just regular old bland drawings. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Scoundrel, so that's who's on the back, I guess, the old scoundrel we saw earlier. All right. So there we go. There we have it. That's the components, and we're sticking to it. Overall, looks pretty good. Looks pretty interesting. I can't wait to give it a shot. I'm expecting it to take a little bit of time to learn. I've heard that it is a little bit of a learning curve, and I'm going to be playing it solo, probably exclusively. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Regardless of whatever you play in the future, I hope that you have a great time doing it. Take it easy.